Brandon, we have gravely misunderestimated the great George Bush for far too long.
Up to this point, this man has been viewed as the president of grammar gaffes. There exists major evidence, however, that President Bush is, in reality, the greatest philosophical mind to ever walk the earth.
As seen in his multitude of world-changing speeches, Bush's combination of wise, highly applicable, quotable moments and lack of superfluous material create the enlightened atmosphere surrounding each of his words. Modern adages have even been created using Bush's words. Though people like Socrates, John Dalton, and Zuckerberg were once thought to be the greatest minds we've ever seen, Bush has since pushed them completely out of the spotlight. One's words reflect the innermost thoughts, and using this logic, Bush must definitely be the most eloquent human to ever live.
Additionally, his methods of handling crises in heavily weighted situations demonstrate that Bush's nuanced words are not only applicable to giving the highest caliber of speeches, but also to using unrivaled logic to handle these said situations.
Mr. Cato, so can you speak to either the speaking ability, the intellect, or both of George Bush?
I think George W. Bush is one of the great orators of our time, up there with Richard Henry Lee, FDR, JFK. Definitely, the great communicator is Ronald Reagan, but I think George W. Bush should also be able to hold that moniker. Some of the great speeches he made during his presidency, are up there with the Day of Infamy speech. Certainly, a few days after 9/11 with the Bullhorn speech, George W. Bush solidified himself as the great speaker of our age.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Clearly, we are not the only ones who hold the virtue that Bush holds this status in our world. Though he is not as prominent now, he still continues to provide us with evidence to back up this claim. Furthermore, his thoughts on education continue to pervade our society.
We commend George Bush for his knowledge in virtually all aspects of American society and his ability to convey his understanding in articulate words. During his presidency, he asked a question never asked before.
Rarely is the question asked, how is our children learning?
His concern for the education of our nation's youth stems from his own never-ending passion for language. According to Bush,
Teach a child to read, and he or her will be able to pass a literacy test.
thanks to the great mind of George Bush, we all may be able to pass a literacy test.
As yesterday's positive report card shows, children do learn when standards are high and results are measured.
Please clap.